The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collick with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will go on the attack first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Here comes the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Let's talk for a minute about Central Michigan. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Missouri State. Special teams proving to be special. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Finds some room. Pass to 30. The 20. Touchdown, Chippewas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their...
Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Chippewas send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn it.
There he goes. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Bryant. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Chippewas with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chippewas line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Snags it over the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
He's got it up to 15. Touchdown Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cowboys that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Chippewas in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chippewas come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so...
Going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Chips.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Bear offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Works the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll take a deep shot here.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field. Your back's to the play. You've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to fire on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Got it in the middle. It's open. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Looking left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Give to the back. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Chippewas will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Bears have their offense in high gear.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smalls. Jumped on top of the pile.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, down a throw. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over, and if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Chippewas come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the timing just a hair off.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's going to let it go. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're on a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Sam Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Bakes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Quickly complete. There he goes. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Chippewas. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Bear offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, offensively, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Central Michigan. The defense. To work itself with a pick six.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Sings it complete to the right. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take another shot here. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
Nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get into the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works the middle of the field. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat padders. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage. That's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Chips. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on third and goal in overtime. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. No problem at all as he knocks it through, and we'll go to another overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Wants to pass. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. On the option. Quick toss. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's looking to pass. If he runs this back, this game's over. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw. Rushes on him. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try gets it done. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.